What is going on, guys? This is your main man Ben here, and today we're going to compare two microphones that I really like, dearly close to my heart, that span through the past couple of 4 years and evolved to be somewhat became a hobby here in YouTube, and then evolved to like reviewing to podcasting, and then we're here. We are going to test and compare a condenser microphone versus a dynamic microphone. So these two microphones are really dear to my heart, and I think any of these will serve the best purpose of your mission here in YouTube. Intro. So what we have today, guys, is the MXL770. I started with this microphone way back, I would say 3 years ago, and it spanned to be one of my daily driver. And this thing is amazing. You can see the sound is too crisp. And reason being is that this is a condenser microphone. Condenser microphones have a bigger diaphragm. We're not going to go through technicals, but my goal for this one is to compare maybe just the normal ear and, the response for viewers, especially for the YouTubers that wanted to decide on which microphone is best for their style. Overall, you wanted to hunt a microphone that suits your voice. There is no like one microphone hit wonder for everybody. Everybody's voice is different, frequencies and all that. Once again, we're not going technical here, but overall goal here is whatever's pleasing to your eyes and you think that you can take out the best out of your voice, go for it. So what we got today is the MXL770. So basically this is a condenser microphone perfectly used for voice, guitars. A lot of singers use this, guys. It has this very high sensitivity. So if you want to go with the condenser mic, you might want to go with the preamps that has a 48 phantom bolt power that can supply the big demand of this microphone. Bigger diaphragms, more power needed. And also, since it's a very sensitive microphone, you'd want to get a pop filter. Check this out. Basically, there's a lot of type of pop filters in there. One of them is this built-in mesh thing with metals and some foam in it. And you can also get this mesh type of pop filter. This is awesome for plosives, but this is like all in one. But once again, it wouldn't hurt if you put the plosives in there. It's much better, but it's a little bit too, overkill for what I use, especially just reviewing in YouTube and all that stuff. So why are we comparing this? It's because it's the most common comparison for newcomers on which microphone they would want to use. This is a condenser mic, and this is how it sounds. I'm gonna spit out some rhymes here real quick. By the way, guys, we're not going to process anything. Maybe we would probably boost up in gain, but overall I will not process it. By the end of this review, probably if we fixed it and see with the same settings of post-process for both, maybe you can more determine and decide. But we're gonna spit out rhymes real quick. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. He vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready. He dropped bombs, but he keeps on forgetting. This is the condenser mic. Now we are going to talk about the dynamic microphone. This is the most recent acquisition that I got, which is amazing. Because dynamic microphones, guys, are mainly the ones that you hear in radio, podcasts. Mainly it's built for talking. It has that broadcast radio quality tone that it brings to the table. On top of that, if you want to get a dynamic microphone, you want to be more clear about some couple of things, because this thing, the dynamic microphone, we're using the Rode Podmic. It requires a little bit more gain. So when we talk about gain, you got to understand the preamps, which is once again the phantom power, the volts that delivers to the microphone. You would get a clean one since it's power hungry or gain hungry. There's a tendency that you cranked up that gain level a little bit too high. Why is that becomes a problem? You don't want to crank up that gain because it introduces a lot of remnants. If you do that, there's a much more possibility of getting your audio files, clouded or dirty. But then again, this is the dynamic microphone. What's nice about this microphone is that it doesn't absorb a lot of noise, especially in the back and in the side. It focuses only in front. Also, you would want to use a pop filter for any microphone to reduce that sibilance, that sh, sh, the t, the p's, the plosives. That way, it's much more pleasing to understand and hear. But this is the dynamic microphone. So regardless of what you choose in the future, whether a condenser microphone or a dynamic microphone, you would want to pick the one that suits your voice. Don't get clouded on prices, especially on the higher ends and all that stuff. Because once again, if you go to the pricey one and you don't know how to process it and it doesn't fit your voice, you're going to be shelling out money that you don't need, and you're not maximizing the capabilities of this microphone. Once again, both microphones are best depending on what usage you're getting. If you're a singer, I would probably go to a condenser microphone since it's more bigger diaphragm and absorbs better frequencies. Now, if you're going to be podcasting and talking a lot, like in conference and all that stuff, I would be leaning back to the dynamic microphone. But once again, guys, both are amazing. I hope you guys going to figure out which one you want. Post a link down in the description where you can get all this microphone. Once again, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. This is your main boy. Have a good day.